Welcome to Vintage Blend Studio. Come and create with me. Hi guys, it's Susanna Hirsdale here again. Today we're going to be doing the January instalment of my Seasons Art Journal. On a previous video I showed you through the journal, and this one is the January layout that we're going to be doing. So if you have started on it, you can come and be inspired with me. That Hello Summer I got from my Daphne's Diary book magazine, which I'm just cutting out and going to be pasting on there because January in Australia is summer. So if you're doing it one in England or America or whatever, you can do it to suit your season, which will be winter, I suppose, in other countries. Those little tags that I got there with that little polar bear on the top, I got from Daphne's Diary as well, which happened to this month's one. Had a calendar in the bumbling my words in there, and so I was able to put down the dates of all the stuff that I did in the month of January, which was quite a bit this month. I had a wedding to go to, and started up my YouTube channel. I'm also doing an internship with my church this year, so I've got a lot happening in this year, so I had a lot to write down. It was my son's birthday too, so you'll just see the process of me putting things down, and every month will be different, and that's the beauty of this too, because all yours months will be different. So if you want to show me the post of your page, just go onto the Facebook page on the Vintage Blend Studio and maybe show me a picture or write a comment below. Just getting it ready. I just thought that was really cute. Hello Summer with the little watermelon. Sticking that down with the old glue stick. On all my pages I've got a bit of watercolour paper. This one is just sort of stuck to in the middle, drinking me cup of tea or coffee by the looks of it. And on the other side I'm just going to be doing a bit of painting. So here's my step-to-step guide about what I've done for that month, all the different things I did on different days. So the highlight for the month was the wedding. So I'm going to be getting a picture of Zach and Sarah for their wedding. It was a beautiful day. It was in Melbourne at the Plaza. Was it the Plaza Theatre in Melbourne on Collins Street? Beautiful. The nicest wedding I've ever been to. Just cutting out more stuff from Daphne's Diary. It's a beautiful magazine. I've also got a review on the magazine, so if you want to have a look at that to know what I'm talking about, that's on one of my other YouTube videos. I don't end up using that doily, but you just get your bits and pieces out as you need them. Little wedding cake. A lot of fussy cutting and bits and pieces. There we go. The doily's still there, but I don't end up using it. It was a really pretty wedding. It was just like a fairy tale that sort of reminded me of the little birds, like on a fairy tale. So I'm just using Jane Davenport watercolours. My brush was a little bit dirty, so I got a few marks on there. In other months I'll probably be doing more of a picture, but I thought the highlight of this month was the wedding, so I incorporated watercolour with almost like a bit of scrapbooking. So each month will be different according to what event was in that month, I suppose. And the beauty of this is everyone's is going to be completely different, so yeah, be all individual. Beautiful bright colours. I love the Jane Davenport watercolour sets. Just dry it off, just as well you can't hear it noisy. They always dry lighter when you blow dry it. There we go. Fast forward to being completely dry. Half the battle is figuring out what is going to go where. That was from a bit of another story from the magazine. It's got a fairy tale, and I thought, yep, a fairy tale wedding. It's amazing how different the layout turns out when you compare it to how I put it there. Cut out the heart. The hard part is trying to get everything to fit. I made the pictures, scanned them off fairly small, but they're still a good size to be able to see. And the picture on the bottom is I'm in the middle and my husband is on the left and my son is on the right, which is now taller than me. I do have another son, but it was actually his friend's wedding and my other son's younger, but we are quite close to him as well, so we're invited. And my other son, Lockie, is not in the picture, but I've got another picture of him because it's actually his birthday this month. So I put a picture of him with his birthday prezzies up on the other page. And if you've seen any of my other videos, he's going to be 20 this year, my son Jordan, you'll see lots of baby pictures of him in the Let It Snow one. That's my little baby on the side there. It's certainly a lot bigger there, but I've got lots of pictures of him to scrapbook, so I will be showing all the different ages of him. Sort of sticking it up there. Part of the wings of the birds end up getting chopped off, but I can't fit it all in. I think because it was a little bit wet still, I struggled to get these things off. They're funny. I end up I'm turning the camera off and just taking these off. It was driving me nuts. It looks funny now, but at the time it wasn't. There you go. It mainly use those little strip things for photos because they just stick better rather than using the glue stick. Put this little scalloped edge, pretty it up a little bit. Sort of halfway between art journal and scrapbooking this one. So who says you can't combine all your love of different arts? There we go. I think I must have paused it for a while and went off and made tea. Put the peacock feathers around the heart to sort of highlight it a bit. Now I'm doing some leaves around both the roses with the Jane Davenport paints again, using Jiminy, and I think I use another colour in the Sea Glitz palette. That's from the Jiminy's from the Brights palette. Which one do I use? Yep. it's hard to remember the names of all of them, but just a bit of the Sieglitz palette has got a lot of nice greens in it, which is good. So thought I'd better, since it's watercolour paper, I thought I'd better do a little bit more watercolouring. Really love using those Pentel water brush, because you've got the water in there and you don't have to keep going back dipping into the because the water's already mixed in the bottle, in the actual brush, so just have to reload on the paint. So this is going to be something that I do at the end of every month. So this is January's page, and then at the start of March I'll load up February's page, and it'll be the same going on, because I have to wait until the end of the month, so I've got all the things that happened during that month. So this is going to be posted up a little bit late, but it's still early days for my YouTubing, so everything takes a little bit longer. The more I do, the better I'll get, I suppose. A bit more colour. I think for next year's one, I might do the background and everything at the same time, because I pre-made the book, but then I end up covering a lot of the paper on the right hand side with other bits and pieces that were fitting to what went on that month. So just adding a few highlights to the rose just to make it stand out a little bit. And going around the word wedding too, I think, just to make that stand out, because it was a bit light. Gluing down the little heart and the cake. There we go. Grab out my little list of what happened where and put down the date. There we go. That's the reason why you write down a little list of what happened on what day, so you can write down the dates of the different events. So now it's time to start on the other page, all my bits and pieces. I got that from Daphne's diary, and I used it because it's got gum trees on there, which my friends and I went for a walk along the Yarrawee Trail in Ballarat, which is really, really pretty. You'll see some of the pictures. Even though it's really close to where we live, it's like you're walking out in the bush. Yeah, really pretty. So I put some Kazar craft paper behind the pictures to sort of make them stand out a little bit. Gluing down the background a little bit. So that sort of covers up a little bit of the other background that's there, but that's okay. I found this picture in my stash. It's a painting by, I don't know, I just thought it was really appropriate. It's of the Australian bush, which seemed to match the theme of it all. There's no rhyme or reason, you just have fun and create as you go. I love that picture of me and my friends, crazy girls. I've known them for a long time. We all went to youth group together, and they got married at the same time. Within the year, everyone got married, and then about 5 years later, everyone had kids. So they're, great bunch of girls. Have a great time with them. And now all our little babies are all bigger, all in their late teens, early 20s. That's my other son. He just turned 15 on the 20th of January, and he's pretty crazy about Rubik's Cubes and doing all the little puzzle channels. So he got a whole heap of cubes for his birthday, which I've got the picture of. He's a cute kid. He's 15, but he's very young for his age. He doesn't seem like he's 15. Still my baby. That's another sticker from the sticker sheet from the Kazar Craft. What's it called? Open Road paper collection, and that's the sticker sheet. Sticking everything down. I mean, I got the sticker stuff, but I always reinforce it with a bit of the glue stick just to make sure it stays there. So I put the date of Lockie's birthday on there, and then write a little bit of journaling and the date of when I went for a walk with the girls. Yep, double checking when the date is. Excuse my head. When you get intent in creating and drawing and writing, you forget that your head may be in view. Here we go, cut a little bit off the end. I think I've got one more picture, which I was deciding whether I wanted to stick something else on there. It's a really good range, very Australian, which is good. But I think I had enough. This is another, I was on the 3rd of January. I went out with a lot of the girls are the same ones that are up in the corner. We went out for tea because one of our other friends who lives in Adelaide came over to visit them, so we all went over out for tea and reminisced about our youth days. Nice to go out without the kids. And then on the side of this page I wrote a little quote: "True friendship is a gift," because I saw that little gift bow, and which matched really great with the my friend's tops at the front. They're both orange. And then I thought, it sort of reminds you of a gift. And I thought, true friendship is a gift. If you can have really good friends that you can do life with, it's really a good time that you have, and you've got history together, and you've gone through life together. Still see a little bit of the paper underneath, but add my own embellishments. And glue it on. I'm able to just use glue stick for this one. I'm getting close to being finished, I think, after this. Some more double-sided adhesive. To be careful not to tuck my friend's head behind there. And I write the date and where we went. Lakeview Restaurant, which is right near the Lake Wendouree. Beautiful restaurant, really pretty. Always write stuff in pencil first. That way if you make a mistake it's all good. And then I went over it with my Pilot ink pen. So if I do this again next year, I'll have another like a little collection of events, sort of like a diary art journal thing that I can look through. That's the beauty of having the photos in there, it makes it come to life. Go around it, it's just so it brings it out a little bit because it sort of was blended in to make it look like they are gum leaves. My besties. Now it's time to glue that down, and that journaling, I am going to do the journaling off video, just because it's sort of more personal stuff that I write in there, but and then I'll tuck that in back in there. There's me plenty of space to do a bit more writing, a bit more about the wedding and things that happened. A few more little love hearts, needed something in that corner next to the cake. And one thing I noticed on the paper underneath, it's got the new year, which was pretty ironic. So I thought I'll keep the words just under the picture of my son Lachlan. It's got the new year, and then it's got my Valentine, which was appropriate for the wedding, so I thought I'll stick a little heart with that. Trying to find out where I'm going to put this, don't want to cover anything. Ends up going above Lachlan. There we go. Well, what I like about this is that each one's going to be turning out different. Up close pictures. Thanks for watching. If this video inspired you, please like and subscribe. Bye!